Session 21. Origins and related words. 1. More on equality. The root equus, spelled eq in English words, is a building block of 1. Equity, justice, fairness, that is, equal treatment. By extension, stocks in the financial markets are equities, and the value of your home or other property over and above the amount of the mortgage you owe is your equity in it. The adjective is equitable. 2. Inequity, injustice, unfairness, equity plus the negative prefix in. Adjective, inequitable. 3. Iniquity, by one of those delightful surprises and caprices characteristic of language, the change of a single letter, E to I, extends the meaning of a word far beyond its derivation and original denotation. Injustice and unfairness are sinful and wicked, especially if you naively believe that life is fair. So a den of iniquity is a place where vice flourishes, and iniquity is a sin or vice, or an egregiously immoral act, and iniquity is wickedness, sinfulness. Adjective, iniquitous. 4. Equinox, etymologically equal night, a combination of equus and nox, noctus, night. The equinox, when day and night are of equal length, occurs twice a year, about March 21st and again about September 21st or 22nd. The adjective is equinoctial. Nocturnal, derived from nox noctis, describes people, animals, or plants that are active or flourish at night, rather than during daylight hours. Cats and owls are nocturnal, as is the moonflower, whose blossoms open at night. Not to mention night people, whose biorhythms are such that they function better after the sun goes down, and who like to stay up late and sleep well into mid-morning. A nocturne is a musical composition of dreamy character, that is, night music, or a painting of a night scene. 5. Equanimity, etymologically equus plus animus, mind, hence equal mind. Maintain your equanimity, your evenness of temper, your composure, your coolness or calmness, when everyone around you is getting excited or hysterical, and you will probably be considered an admirable person, though one might wonder what price you pay for such emotional control. Other words built on animus, mind, will be discussed in Chapter 12. 6. Equability, a close synonym of equanimity. A person of equable temperament is characteristically calm, serene, unflappable, even-tempered. 7. Equilibrium, by derivation, equus plus libra, balance, weight, pound, hence equal balance. Libra is the 7th sign of the zodiac, represented by a pair of scales. Now you know, in case the question has been bothering you, why the abbreviation for the word pound is LB, and why the symbol for the British pound, the monetary unit, is pound. Equilibrium is a state of physical balance, especially between opposing forces. When you are very drunk, you may have difficulty keeping your equilibrium. The force of gravity is stronger than your ability to stay upright. An equilibrist, as you might guess, is a professional tightrope walker, a performer successfully defying the law of gravity, when sober, by balancing on a thin overhead wire. The equator divides the Earth into equal halves, and words like equation, equivalent, equidistant, equiangular, and equilateral, from Latin latus, lateris, side, are self-explanatory. 2. Not to be confused with horses. Equestrian is someone on a horse, as pedestrian is someone on foot. An equestrienne is a woman on a horse, if you must make the distinction. And equine is like a horse, as in appearance or characteristics, or descriptive of horses. Equestrian is also an adjective referring to horseback riding, as an equestrian statue. And equine is also a noun, that is, a horse. So the in these words from Latin equus, horse, is not to be confused with the in the words of the previous section, that is from equus, equal. Remember also not to confuse the ped in pedestrian from Latin pedis, foot, with the ped in pediatrician from Greek pedos, child. 3. Hear voices. Equivocal, you will recall, combines equus with vox, vocis, voice, and vox, vocis combines with fero, to bear or carry, to form vociferous, etymologically carrying much voice. Hence, loud, noisy, clamorous, as vociferous demands, not at all quiet or subtle, or the vociferous play of young children. Please, try to be quiet so Dad can get his work done. Though unfortunately, TV addiction has abnormally eliminated child noises, at least during the program breaks between commercials. Vociferous will be discussed at greater length in Chapter 10. If you are vocal, you express yourself readily and freely by voice. Vocal sounds are voiced, vocal music is sung, and you know what your vocal cords are for. To vocalize is to give voice to vocalize your anger, don't hold it in, or to sing the vocals or voice parts of music. Can you write the noun form of the verb vocalize? A vocalist is a singer, and Magnavox, vox plus magnus, large, is the trade name for a brand of radios and TV sets. Review of etymology, prefix, root suffix, meaning 1. Equus, equ, equal. 2. In negative prefix, 3. Nox, noctus, night. 4. Animus mind. 5. Ed noun suffix. 6. Libra balance, weight, pound. 7. Ist person who. Octolatus, lateris side. 9. Equus horse. 10. Dash in like, descriptive of. 11th pedis foot. 12. Paidos, ped, child. 13th vox, vocis voice. 14. Pharaoh to bear, carry. 15. Magnus large. Using the words. Can you pronounce the words? 1. Equity. 2. Equitable. 3. Inequity. 4. Inequitable. 5. Iniquity. 6. Iniquitous. 7th equinox. 8. Equinoctial. 9. Nocturnal. 10th nocturne. Can you pronounce the words? 1. Equanimity. 2. Equability. 3. Equable. 4. Equilibrium. 5. Equilibrist. 6. Equilateral. 7. Equestrian. 8. Equine. 9. Vociferous. 10. Vocal. 11th vocalize. 12. Vocalization. 13th vocalist. Can you work with the words? A time when night and day are of equal length. B. Balance of mind, composure, calmness under trying circumstances. C. Horseback rider. D. A horse. E. Sinfulness, wickedness, immoral act. Sin. F. Unfairness, injustice. G. Tightrope walker. H. Singer. 1. Fairness, justice. J. Balance, especially between opposing forces. K. Night music. Can you work with the words? Was descriptive of time when night and day are of equal length. B. Give voice to, sing. C. Having equal sides. D. Using or referring to the voice, freely expressing by voice. E. Noisy, loud, clamorous. F. Calm, unruffled, even-tempered. G. Fair, just. H. Referring or pertaining to, or active at, night. 1. Sinful, wicked, immoral. J. Unfair, unjust. Do you understand the words? 1. Is life always equitable? Yes or no? 2. Does the cynic expect more inequity than equity in life? Yes or no? 3. Do ethical people practice iniquity? Yes or no? 4. Does the equinox occur once a month? Yes or no? 5. Are nocturnal animals active at night? Yes or no? 6. If you generally preserve your equanimity, do you often get very excited? Yes or no? 7. Is it easy to maintain your equilibrium on icy ground? Yes or no? 8. Is equability the mark of a calm, even-tempered person? Yes or no? 9. Does an equilateral triangle have equal sides? Yes or no? 10. Is an equine a dog? Yes or no? 11. If you demand something vociferously, do you make a lot of noise? Yes or no? 12. If you are vocal, do you have difficulty expressing yourself? Yes or no? 13. Is a vocalist the same as an instrumentalist? Yes or no? Can you recall the words? 1. To give voice to express aloud, to sing. 2. Tightrope walker. 3. Active or flourishing at night. 4. Descriptive or characteristic of or like a horse. Referring to the voice, skillful or fluent in expressing by voice. 6. Calm and unflappable in temperament. 7. Wicked, sinful. 8. Night music. 9. Fairness, justice. Can you recall the words? 1. Loud, noisy, clamorous. 2. Person on horseback. 3. Calmness or evenness of temper. 4. Unfair, unjust. 5. Sin, wickedness, grossly immoral behavior. 6. Time when day and night are of equal length. 7. Fair, just, even-handed. 8. Physical balance, balance between opposing forces. 9. Having equal sides. 10th singer. End of session 21.